Let's get straight to the highlights. Caitlyn Clark teed off at 7 a.m. alongside Nelly Korda
Next on
this morning.
Caitlyn Clark.
She did not lack.
Did you know that Caitlyn Clark's LPGA Pro-Am debut attracted more viewers than some regular season WNBA games? Yep, following the footsteps of NBA star Steph Curry, the WNBA Rookie of the Year stepped onto the golf course and stole the show at the high-profile LPGA Pro-Am, including the Annika, hosted by golf legend Annika Sorenstam. Caitlyn Clark's golf obsession is drawing massive attention, generating millions of social media impressions, but the WNBA has failed to capitalize on this buzz. While Clark is taking her off-season to unexpected heights and getting celebrated by the LPGA, the WNBA didn't even acknowledge it. So why did one league roll out the red carpet while the other stayed silent? And what does this mean for the future of women's sports? Amidst all the European League transfer rumors that have been swirling around Caitlyn Clark, due to certain grievances she has against the WNBA, the league still hasn't learned how to treat a superstar.
Thank you. Caitlyn Clark brought her golf game to the LPGA Tour today, playing in a Pro-Am that attracted a bigger crowd than the tour often gets.
The Ladies Professional Golf Association just promoted the face of the female basketball world, and the silence from the basketball world is louder than a missed buzzer beater. Let's break it down. Caitlyn Clark, a name we've all come to know for her insane basketball skills, decided to swap her sneakers for golf spikes at an LPGA Pro-Am. And what happened next was total pandemonium. Fans flooded the phone lines of the tournament hosts, demanding a means to watch her play, although Caitlyn Clark's basketballer-to-golfer revolution was originally not meant to be televised.
I wanted to come say hi and introduce myself. I play out here on tour. I'm Maria. Thank you for being out here. It's very cool what you're doing for sports, kicking ass on and off the field.
Unlike the WNBA, the LPGA listened to the fans. They didn't just slap her name on a press release. They made her the star of the whole event. No drama, no chatter about toxic fans, and no gripes about her stealing the spotlight from professional golfers. It was all love, all hype, and all positive vibes. Compare that to the WNBA's energy this season. Where was this kind of treatment when Caitlyn was out there torching the basketball court? The WNBA, with all its resources, barely made a peep about CeCe's incredible rookie season or her Pro-Am debut. Meanwhile, the LPGA rolled out the red carpet like Caitlyn was royalty. They understood the assignment.
One game where they spend 2 hours of their whole entire year has such an impact on their entire childhood, and I think that's really cool to think about. And that's the reason that you play. It's not because of the wins and the points you score. It's the amount of joy that you can bring people and the young girls that will one day grow up to hopefully, be whatever they want to be.
And can we talk about the backstory for a second? This Pro-Am wasn't even going to be televised, but fans were relentless. Emails, calls, smoke signals, all begging to watch Caitlyn do her thing. The LPGA finally said, "Alright, let's give the people what they want," and aired the event. Surprise, surprise, it was a massive hit. Now, fans are left wondering, if the LPGA can spark a frenzy with a one-off golf appearance, imagine what the WNBA could do with an entire season. So why didn't the WNBA capitalize on this same star power? Why weren't they turning Caitlyn into the face of the league? Behind the scenes, a league with immense potential is missing its opportunity to become a global brand and compete with its male counterparts. Caitlyn Clark's golf debut wasn't just a win for the LPGA. It was a wake-up call for every sports organization out there to brand their biggest stars and capitalize on their fame. Let's analyze this because the LPGA just schooled everyone, including the WNBA, on how to spotlight a star. Caitlyn Clark's golf debut wasn't just another celebrity cameo appearance. The LPGA made sure it was an event to remember. The LPGA recognized her star power, leaned in hard, and reaped the rewards. The WNBA, on the other hand, stayed silent, and fans are now calling them out.
How's it going? You've been seeing Nelly Korda do that over and over again for 6 holes now.
It's just satisfying. The way she hits the ball is just satisfying. It's pretty awesome.
Have you picked up anything, learned anything from her?
The LPGA paired Caitlyn with Nelly Korda, one of the top golfers in the world right now. A move so strategic it couldn't have been accidental. two of the biggest names in their respective sports together, that's not just a pairing, that's a headline. Fans were so excited from social media buzz to live broadcasts, they turned Caitlyn into the centerpiece while also elevating their top athletes. Meanwhile, the WNBA, the league that helped make Caitlyn a household name, didn't even acknowledge the moment. No tweets, no press, nothing. This isn't the first time the league has been accused of underpromoting her. Despite her incredible rookie season and the undeniable boost she brought to the viewership of the Women's Basketball League, the WNBA still seems hesitant to fully embrace her as the face of the league. Critics say they're too focused on spreading the attention evenly, even when it's clear Caitlyn is the one drawing the crowds to the women's game. The LPGA capitalized on her crossover appeal, using her presence to attract fans from basketball, golf, and beyond. The WNBA, however, missed a golden opportunity to celebrate one of its brightest stars and connect with a broader audience. The contrast is clear. The LPGA turned Caitlyn's appearance into a win for everyone involved. Caitlyn Clark is a star who elevates any platform she's on. The LPGA saw it and ran with it, while the WNBA was still playing catch-up.
I used to run around golf courses and want to go to golf events when I was a young kid or basketball events, and it can really change their life if they can have one interaction with you. So just trying to make as much time as I can to sign an autograph for a young kid or give them a ball or give them a high five because, that goes a really long way.
The results of all the investments made by the LPGA into Caitlyn Clark's brand paid off as she didn't just show up at the Pro-Am to complete the list. She came, she swung, and she left a trail of viral moments in her wake. Meanwhile, the WNBA, after nobody noticed, stayed quiet, probably wondering if anyone would notice. Spoiler alert, we all noticed. The LPGA didn't just randomly pair Caitlyn with Nelly Korda, the world's top golfer. Oh no. They saw Caitlyn's star potential and said, let's put her with the biggest name in women's golf. That's marketing genius right there, people. Social media went wild when this happened, and suddenly fans from basketball, golf, and even that random guy from accounting who still thinks golf is just for old dudes were tuning in. Meanwhile, the LPGA was doing cartwheels in the background as their merchandise sales skyrocketed and social media was lit up like a Christmas tree. Now, over at the WNBA, it's been a whole different vibe. Caitlyn was out there breaking rookie records and creating viral moments all season. And what did the league do? They let Asia Wilson and Angel Reese bully her from the regular season to the playoffs. Not one post, tweet, or even a, hey, check out Caitlyn out there slaying on the golf course. Nothing. Fans have been calling out the league on social media and demanding a reason for their actions, or lack of action when it came to celebrating CC's crossover.
Record-breaking numbers women's basketball did during the NCAA tournament has trickled up to the WNBA this season as the league has seen unprecedented growth thanks to the emergence of a strong rookie class headlined by #1 overall pick Caitlyn Clark. So WNBA released a report recently. Numbers are beyond impressive. Attendance is up 156% from last year, and more than half of all WNBA games this year have been sellouts. This year's televised games are averaging 1.32 million viewers, nearly triple last season's average of 462,000. Continuing, the WNBA's online merchandise store has already set a single-season sales record with more than 4 months left in the season, and sales are up 756% compared to last year. And the WNBA social channels garnered 157 million video views through the first week of the season, an all-time high, and up 380% compared to last year. The WNBA also set an all-time high for League Pass subscriptions last month with a 355% increase versus last season.
So, why the silence? Some say the WNBA doesn't want to show favoritism. But if we're being honest, having a player like Caitlyn Clark, who's turning heads and bringing in viewers like a reality TV show contestant, demands a certain level of promo spotlighting that player. You should be shouting it from the rooftops. The LPGA got it. They leaned in and said, let's make Caitlyn Clark the star of the show and bring in the crowds. And guess what? It worked. Golf fans and basketball fans were suddenly besties. Who knew that Caitlyn's I'm not a golf pro moments would become a marketing goldmine? Contrast that with the WNBA, who acted like Caitlyn wasn't even there. Fans weren't having it. How is the LPGA getting this right? And we're over here treating Caitlyn like a benchwarmer in her league, they asked. It was like watching someone walk into a party and immediately start dancing while everyone else stands there awkwardly sipping punches, with their backs to the wall.
This was the perfect opportunity for the WNBA to do, like, have you seen it when an NBA player or a football player, like, goes to an NBA game or goes to wherever and they'll be in the comments or they'll just say something, like something cute? This was the perfect time for the WNBA to also be posting about this. And they said nothing. And it just goes to show that all of us who have been speaking out about this and saying, like, it doesn't seem like you guys are giving Caitlyn, you know, the kind of props that she deserves for bringing all these eyeballs and, you know, the Caitlyn Clark effect that we talk about, viewership, money, all of those things. All of the people who were shouting this for the entire WNBA season, this is an instance where we are proved correct.
Fans and analysts alike agree that WNBA's marketing strategy needs a serious makeover. It's time to rethink how the league promotes individual players. Caitlyn Clark, with her undeniable star power, represents a unique opportunity to bring more attention to women's basketball. The league can't afford to miss out on these moments anymore. That's if they don't lose Clark to Europe or the Middle East. One way to do that is by striking a better balance between highlighting individual stars like Caitlyn and showcasing the collective talent of the entire league. This approach could expand the WNBA's audience without risking alienating other players. Looking at the LPGA's handling of Caitlyn's Pro-Am debut offers a solid blueprint for success. The LPGA nailed it by using Caitlyn's popularity to create a moment that transcended sports and attracted a new audience. That's the kind of strategic thinking the WNBA should adopt. Cross-sport collaborations like this one could open new doors for the WNBA, giving fans fresh and exciting ways to engage with the sport. As Caitlyn continues to rise, her influence isn't just limited to basketball. Her impact can elevate any sport she touches. The LPGA proved that with their Pro-Am success, and now it's the WNBA's turn. They have an opportunity to harness Caitlyn's star power to propel the league forward, but they need to step up and make the most of it. If the WNBA follows the LPGA's lead, they could see substantial growth in visibility and fan engagement. So what do you think about the WNBA's silence versus the LPGA's masterclass in marketing Caitlyn Clark? Will this wake-up call be the push women's basketball needs to reach the next level? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more.